everyone, welcome to my channel, talking about getting to know me better. So in today's episode, we know that they say Sunday are for lovers, but I say Sundays are also for family and self-care. So I'm going to partly talk about my skincare routine and the skincare struggles that I have faced throughout the years and that I still continue to face up to this day. So hey, I'm gonna be talking exactly about my skin bleaching story, how it started, why it started, and how did it come to an end. Why did I stop bleaching my skin? Growing up, I never had self-confidence issues, but I did know that I have an even skin tone throughout my body, especially in particular when I caught an infection when I was around a teenager because I had eaten something that I was not supposed to eat. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I did eat it, and then after eating it, I got the infection. I didn't grow up with like a silver spoon in my mouth. The best place to go after that was the clinic. I get to the clinic and then get given antibiotics and I get told that I have a cotton infection. I wasn't told what infection exactly it was. Maybe I just don't remember because it was a long time ago. The sad part is I still suffer the consequences of that particular moment to this day. Let's piece things together. How did that event lead to the skin bleaching? Well, that was the context. How it led to the skin bleaching is that after that I was left with marks, which I thought ordinarily when you have scars, your body just naturally heals them and gets rid of them. But these ones, they still remained even after years. I think it's been like, I think I got the infection around grade 10, grade 11. It's been more than 12 or 15 years and I still have the scars. Everything else on my body is fine except the little hyperpigmentation around my mouth, which I started treating as well, which is pretty slow. The other side is fine and the other is not. Sometimes I struggle with my makeup, but that's not the part of this discussion. Part of this discussion is that after that I never tried doing anything to them for years, for a year or two. No, let me not say years, a year or two, but these things are not going anywhere. Like, they're so stubborn. Now I started trying to find remedies to the problem. I used your different products that they say they help with hyperpigmentation, spots, stretch marks, and all of that. Oils, creams, everything else. Up until when I started running out of ideas because I felt like all these products that I was using, they were very slow and I was not happy with the progress. They were just making my skin shiny. That's what they were doing. So then obviously I approached someone about the issue. Well, that's where my biggest mistake was. They had given me the advice because they themselves have tried the product before. I'm not going to mention names. So I went, I got the product, I tried it. Product worked. However, there was a challenge. The biggest challenge with the product is that the product was a hydroquinone based cream. As we know, hydroquinone is a skin lightening agent that is very strong. They didn't tell me all of that. Well, at least I also didn't read the ingredients and I underestimated, maybe even if I had read and they had said be cautious in the application or whatever, because I've used products that were just making my skin shiny and not giving me the results that I want, even after using them for months or close to a year. So why would I not doubt that this product will work? I put on the product on my dark spots and I think within 2 to 3 weeks or close to a month, my skin just went like, ha, I'm white. Black and white. The purpose of me using this cream, remember, is so that I can have even skin tone, so I can get rid of the marks. Not necessarily to be black and white or to bleach my skin altogether or anything else, but now I have a new problem. Now my skin is more uneven tone, but in a different way. What do I do now? Given that I don't have money, I don't have the resources mostly, and maybe even the right knowledge, and maybe that I have also given up in trying so hard and doing so much and seeing little to no results, I took the easy way out. So I bleached my skin. I applied it all over my face. On my body, sorry. It obviously, including my face, obviously it changed my skin tone. That's not what I was going for. This is too extreme for me. But anyway, I dealt with it. I accepted it. Wear the things that I wanted now. I can wear dresses, I can wear shorts and all that. Life is good. But then the problem is, remember, I'm not trying to bleach my skin. to the world, I look like I feel inadequate about my skin tone, or I feel less confident about who I am and my skin, and I don't have confidence in myself, which isn't really the case. You know what they say, if you don't have money, you're gonna struggle. Now that I'm giving the wrong impression to the public, to everybody who's witnessing this change, this drastic change that's happening to me, I have to rethink, what do I do? So I just quit, I just stopped. Obviously, I went back to my skin tone, which is currently what I am right now. I did this back in 2018 when I was a student. I think that's when I started. I do have pictures. I'll paste them somewhere on the screen, and so you can see, and you can search more on hydroquinone yourself and see what it's all about. I don't know if it will be useful for you, but I know this is one of the most triggering subjects in the whole world, especially to African women. And the next best people are the Chinese. I didn't say that. This impression that white is beautiful, but I was not counteracting the fact that I'm pretty. I did not feel less confident about my level of beauty. I just needed to solve a problem that it suddenly went out of hand. The reason why I wanted so badly to actually get rid of the dark spots or the dark marks was because I was tired of being around people who are questioning me when I'm wearing certain clothing items like skirts, dresses, because they would expose my legs and you would see that. So it's like all of a sudden there's this person who has even things, not marks or hardly marks, or it's acceptable, and then all of a sudden there's this spot thing that's going on and you start questioning me. I didn't like that. But more than that, not liking being questioned, it's the suggestions, what people had in their minds. Some people resorted to say I have eczema. This was not eczema. Some people resorted to say I had circulation issues. Like, what? Me? Blood circulation issues? Well, I don't have any blood circulation issues. Is to clear the air, because currently I started wearing all the items that have been sitting on my wardrobe for years. That includes skirts, dresses, shorts, everything else, because first of all, I started treating the marks and they got a little bit better. The only problem is when you are treating the skin or the marks is that you are not supposed to expose them to the sun. So what I use is not hydroquinone. I use a chemical peel. It's called a TCA peel. It's very popular in America. Cosmetic clinics and cosmetic beauty sellers or shops. I had worn a dress at some point to cover it up because it was that day I felt like wearing a dress, honestly. All of a sudden people started questioning. They started saying a whole lot of stuff. This is the reason why I didn't wear them in the first place. The lack of knowledge that people have about skin renewal, be it facials, be it body renewal. If you have any issues with your skin, maybe it's dark spots, hyperpigmentation, asthma, is it melasma? I think so. Obviously to you wouldn't have knowledge of these things because you don't have issues. So what would you know about any chemical pill? What would you know about retinol? What would you know of your business? It being none of your business, it's also not your business to judge people who are going through the process of, for example, of retinol purges, you know, because retinol purges, it's more like a chemical pill, you know, they will embarrass you. So you cannot put a milk pill on your face and strictly go to work and expect things to be people will be like, your skin is falling. That's not part of the process. So those are the things that I've been going through lately. So I am making this video. Yes, I have bleached my skin before. It's not for the reasons that you think they are of. It's currently I'm going through a chemical peel and I'm not supposed to expose the stuff to the sun. It's not because I want to be lighter. No, I have dark marks as a result of an infection and it's not transmittable to anyone because I've dated people and they never had the skin issues. It's only on me. And yes, I've been battling it for years. That's why you never saw me wearing dresses. You never saw me wearing skirts. I only wear those items at home. Although I would go to a shop and buy them, yeah, and just keep them in my wardrobe. What did I say? Even it's night. It can. There was also yeah, that. I recently worn what I worn, not because I've changed my wardrobe. It's because you have never seen me wearing those. The wardrobe has always been like that. I was just tired also of having those items on my closet just sitting, you know. I made this video to actually clear the air. I cannot keep explaining myself to everybody that I meet. There's tons of you, you know, and I don't have to always hear your thoughts, my issues. And Luckily, I'm working on them. I've been working on them. No need that when you see me looking all nice and then my feet are actually giving away bad vibes, and then you start saying I have this, I have that, simply because you feel some type of way that I look sexy in a dress. All those issues that you're talking about, I'm very aware of them. They will not make you feel any confident that maybe you need to lose weight. Self-improvement is not seeking perfection. If you were seeking perfection, it would be wrong for you to buy a car when you have feet that you can use to walk. You are looking for ease, you bought the car. I'm also looking for not to be questioned as if I committed the biggest crime in South Africa. Work on my issues. I'm gonna work on my skin. Don't want negative attention, especially attention that I did not call for. Struggle that I've been going through for years. This trends or not, I hope it does, because I cannot explain myself to everybody that I meet. What did the other person say the other time? He used some Zulu name. Said, I don't know what they call a wound in Zulu. First I thought, because it's an active wound, it's what they islonda. I thought islonda is an active wound. Kanti islonda is just a wound. But nazo amalonda, whatever that is. When you see me either covering my legs when I'm wearing a dress, during a skin peeling process or procedure, instead, what you should do, you should go and research about skin peels, about facials, about chemical peels and all of that, if that's your interest. And people tend to be so harsh on others. I mean, like the other time I was also, this is obviously very irrelevant, I was also watching a podcast that was talking about Sia changing her face because she felt ugly for being the way that she is, and she renewed her face to being more younger. There's nothing wrong with that if she can afford it. You afford a big house and you left your 3-bedroom house and you went for a mansion because you afford it. So is it wrong if I judge you? Why are you so resistant against people changing and improving themselves and wanting to be better? If she didn't feel to go out there looking the way that she did and she felt that she needed surgery, it's okay. She affords it. She didn't break anybody's bank. She didn't kill anybody, did she? At least she's admitting it. She's not denying the fact that she did it, and she's trying to deal with the issues, unlike covering them up and being totally in denial. People do BBLs, people do so many things to their bodies. It's what they want. You always have desires. You desire marriage. You got married. So am I wrong if I'm single and I tell you marriage is bad?